Ila sa din ay dapat iba ka ba sa siyang kacili ay lambol na. Kaya may ang trade lang. Tax on other, everything. So I think I'm not going to Sano mitzvah secha. Abra pesha, você vai que ele está sendo jantado, você não sabe que não é o que chama de nesham, nema. Ya brother, look at it, adina, ya rabbon. Ere kapayim bra chesed. Let's chesed, lo alafin, okay. Mind, we can't say that unless you do it. It's a tune of the Torah. Kihu yada yitzreinu zachar ki afra nachnu razinu leishinu akri shemecha razinu chav razinu mat shemecha aleinu l'shabeh v'hoinu shtet ha'negiga yoratzois Tira is meila b'ziperes uzeh kolav yigul min ha'sinu ma chushav lechom yosh v'lecha adina yadayim Tikalo full malay and some of the Yamaku Shaka, you come Yaku. I know you like Nama. I didn't know how color it's memory. I didn't push my head. I'll see you around this. So, as a shanky savoy. So it's a vest so far. The brother, I'd say Vanias, but Vanias, Vanias, as if it's not right. Today, Jewish history, do some learning, and we will have tense. All right, so first of all, because we're talking business, today's Chumash has something super important when it comes to business, and so we can't leave it go. The Torah tells us today that Lot became wealthy. It says Vayelech Lot in Avram. So Lot went together with Avram, and the higher Lot saw Vakar, and he had cattle and sheep and whatever, right? All things he had there. And so Rashi says, you know why Lot became wealthy? Because why? Because he went together with Avram.
It's a market. When you go with
exactly. It says that when you go together with Avram, that was the key to his success. And the truth is, that's the way it works in every business. I mean, you hang out with
with anything.
Business, they know. It's not what you know, it's who you know. In this case, it's not about who you know, it's about who you hang out with and who rubs off on you. And the schus of them rubs off on us.
Yeah, he saved his life.
Yeah. So that's it's a good business tip, today's Chumash, of hanging out with the right people.
You have to also appreciate. We didn't appreciate.
Huh?
We didn't appreciate Abraham.
Okay, and that's why when they split ways, so it says he looked. Ayar, it's kikayar. I think Yikula Mashka. It says he looked at he was looking towards Sidon. And he saw.
Used to be like Gamet and
He saw his Kule Mashka.
You know that?
Meaning saying it was saying things grew nicely. They were saying
it was like Gamet and Romash.
See, that was the city. That was the big city. That was that was the downtown.
It's like Gan Eden.
The only thing I can think of that Gan Eden is because it says Kikule Mashke, that it was full of literally it had water there. It had nice waters, it had waterfalls.
It was beautiful that the person cannot even receive. It was so beautiful and so. What do you call it? The Gan Eden also that's what they said.
I once heard from Weinberg in South Africa. Oh, you know Weinberg in South Africa?
Yeah, he's my nieces.
Yeah.
Weinberg is not the one with Ella together.
I think maybe they were the same show. Maybe no. Same show was not.
Weinberg is the big show.
He was the big show that was brother. In any case, so I heard him speak there once, and he said that Light, why did Light go that way? Because he saw Kikule Mashke. He said it was full of Mashke. He says his track mind he was thinking about the drink, a good drink, good Mashke. That's the way he thought. That was his track of mind. So wherever he goes, he sees the bars over there. There are a lot of good bars there. He sees, that's what I mean. There's a chassid, wherever a chassid goes, he says, a chassid, wherever a chassid is, he sees the Rebbe within everything. Oh, look at the Rebbe did over here, look at the Rebbe accomplished over here. That's the outlook. The outlook.
The Chassid looks as a Fabingen, and the other one says it's a Baba.
All right. So another interesting Gemara based on to continue the discussion we said last night. It says that Rabbi Yeshua he had guests in his home, and it says he gave them to eat and drink, but there was one guest over there who was he said that guy's he's no good. So what did he do? It says he gave him a place to sleep, and he took away the attic. He gave him a place to sleep in the attic, and he took away the ladder, so that if he comes in the middle of the night, he'll put back the ladder in the morning. But if he comes in the middle of the night to look around, to snoop around, to what to steal, yeah. Of course, that night the guest went in the middle of the night to help himself, and I guess Rabbi Yeshua figured that he might run away in the middle of the night with gathering stuff, with his, whatever he's able to steal. So he moved away the ladder, and that night, of course, the guy opened the thing and went to help himself, and he fell on the floor. It says he broke his ribs.
He was upstairs.
Yeah.
He was go from downstairs to upstairs.
No. You gave him a place. It's a place he was upstairs, and the question was, what did he do? Did what he did? Was that halachically correct? Moving the stairs and this guy breaking his ribs.
No. You're not allowed to hurt a person. On assuming. Unless you're a Navi. If he's a Navi, yes. If he's a Navi.
We got.
My opinion is wrong. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
You cannot make somebody fall down from the thing because he thinks he's going to steal. Unless he's doing it right now. So now you can do it. Lifetime, not in advance.
Okay, so one of the issues over there was that there was things there that obviously he already saw. He saw the guy was stealing.
So he saw it. The Gemara says if you are allowed to kill a person, if it's right for you like a son, that he's going to do something.
We're not talking about killing over here, because killing you don't kill someone for stealing.
But the person can die from it.
Hey, that was
You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't.
Maybe this was to hold him back, to stop him from doing it. Was.
But you said he didn't know this.
Yeah, the guy tried to do it. Yeah, that's what happened with him.
He tried to jump. That's something else. But if he knew there's a stairs there and he fall down because of it, that's another story. If he jumped, that's his problem. He did whatever he wants. But if he moved the stairs and the person didn't know the stairs there, like you're telling a person is a holy in the ground, don't warn him. You have to warn the person. There's something dangerous. You understand my point? You have to know the details. I don't know. I think he knew that he took the
he knew he took his stuff.
Yeah. No, the letter. I think that the person knew that how they shot the letter out. And he tried to jump or tried to go downstairs. It's the only way you can.
Anyway, the question over there is, was he allowed to leave the things next to him to steal, or is that considered putting a stumbling block in front of a blind person? If you know the person is going to steal and you leave it for them there, he left things there for him. Wherever it was, upstairs, downstairs, wherever it was, but he left there things for him to
yeah.
He was afraid the guy's going to want to run away in the middle with stolen things, and he did it. The question is he allowed leave those things there. In other words, if you have a kleptomaniac coming to your house, should you put away all your things and lock them up?
Absolutely, yes. And second, the leather, I thought that was the issue. We allowed to remove the leather. That wasn't the issue. It was the question.
The question is, this is a case that happened. The question is, we're not judging him right now for being responsible for breaking the guy's ribs. That's another story. We're putting that to the side. The question is,
the story is in the ground.
Yeah.
About the leather.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it's the issue. That's why I thought that's the huh? What? What guns? Gallant. Gallant is who? Katz, yeah, is.
So the bottom line is, the question is, what we're trying to answer, the question from yesterday is, if you have a ganav working in your warehouse, in your store, in your wherever, and you want to find him, could you plant something that he's gonna wind up stealing? Are you saving yourself to find a person, or are you being over? Are you transgressing, putting a stumbling block in front of a blind person? That's the question.
You have to find out. It is only depends what you do. If you put camera. No, you have to find out if the person is on.
We're not talking about a camera. We're talking about leaving things for him to steal, planting something for him to steal. Are you allowed to plant something for the person to steal?
If you not plant, but don't take it.
So he says here that you're allowed to do it at the end. Yeah. We find scenarios that you're allowed to plant it. We have a different issue of the person of putting a stumbling block in front of a person. The person is actually stealing, because there's a difference between a person having a mind to steal and a person actually stealing. And so, just like we brought yesterday the case of the person who ate treif. He thought he was eating treif, but he ate kosher. But by mistake, it was kosher. Found that after. So, on the one hand, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't eat treif. On the other hand, it says he doesn't do tshuva because he planned on eating treif. And so, the way to do it is, we said, to be mafkir, to make hefker, to make ownerless the item that you're going to plant for the person to steal. So the person is not actually stealing. So the person's not doing an actual avera at that time stealing. But now you found out, and now you can't do anything about the old stolen goods, but you could now get rid of this employee. In other words, the question isn't about putting a person in jail. The question is not about busting the person and therefore taking something back from him. The question is simply, could you plant a stumbling block in front of a blind person? Could you plant?
Maybe there's other issue, there's temptation for some big person that's not a gunner, and he is suddenly in this situation, so desperate for something in his house, for example, and you put him, it's weakness. Maybe he's not a gunner in general, but in this situation,
the other way around.
He's gonna fall. He's gonna fall.
Yeah, what? He's gonna throw the news. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. Either way, you could do this to find out about a person if the person's trustworthy or not. It says you could do it. You should not cause him to do an avera. Therefore, you should make it hefty. You should make it homeless before. But you could do this to test the person to see if they're honest or not, and continue your relationship with them based on that.
You want to find out who is your employee, of course. What do you mean? It's very, very. Today they're doing it all the time. People find out who's the person who they go into the police. They go into the thing.
The background check.
Background check.
I guess it's like sort of a background check. You're right. Just like you do a background check.
Yeah, but you're making him. It's not the same. Background check. It's just you're checking him, but not put him in situation that he can steal. You're not arranging situation that.
Maybe that should be the common practice before you hire someone. You leave a little bit of something behind there, see how honest they are.
Depends on what's your job. If your job is a lot of money, if you hire somebody in the bank, you want to know that it's not going to rob your bank. But if it's a small job, it's not so.
Person's working in the grocery. You have a grocery store, and he's working at the cash register.
Yeah. If he's only putting stuff or what's this?
The point is the person honest with the person's stealing. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, when it's crucial, it's crucial.
Anyway, tonight in Jewish history, we didn't do tonight in Jewish history. Tonight is a very, very special night in Jewish history. It's a night that the world changed. The world changed, not just because whoever becomes president, but more importantly, and most importantly, on the 5th of Cheshvan, Hashem said the world cannot exist without Ami. Hashem.
It's a Verbringen. It was a Verbringen.
Hashem should bench Ami with a good year, a happy year, a healthy year, a successful year. Only the best of health always. Only good things.
Which are journey?
And we need a mimer and a Verbringen.
Thank you.
Achlat to Stavis.
Yeah.
1 year younger.
More year of wisdom.
All right, that's how. But let me have a lamp. Okay, now the no, no, something will come in. Yeah, but that's not like something. Shema Yisrael, Eloi, Adonai Echad. You have to ace and Eloi Echad, V'chol Mashachol, V'chol Yedech. So you have Verim Eila Hashem, Netim Salcha, Yom Al. Eloi Echad, V'shinatu Eloi Echad, V'divar Debam, V'chol Yisach, V'chol Derech, V'chol Shach, V'chol Kumach, V'shpal Maisei Echad. Go to the Vice Minister, Echad, so Gamar, V'zeh, 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 Adonai Elechem Emet. Umachus Sevirat Kibla Leah Moshe Neisel Chad Ushiras Rabba B'Yom Lekula. Moshe Ve'emat Shnei Dasi Lo Space Bela. Achus Rabba Nechogei Amikei Moshe Zei Aram Mar. Kifa Dadinei Seachim Ga'aloi Me'al Chazak Mimen Barachat Adonai Go Al Yisrael. Ushmar Tzeisei No Elon Chaim Tov Mishal Me'at V'Delom Ki Hashem Inu Azinu Ato Sheveres Amo Yisrael Loa. Weet je wat je weet? Zomer. Staat op, dit is staat op. Nee, maar we hadden helemaal geen kwijt van jou. Dat is mijn pad. Three. I could